Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Survivor Edge of Extinction, Episode 1. Go ahead, Tyler. Bask in it.
Yeah,
I knew it was
right on cue. I just have to say, what a treat it is to have Kelley and Aubry and David back on our screens again. Joe, whatever. Yeah, like he's pretty to look at, even though I think we have better, prettier people to look at this season, which we will get into with underwear fashion later tonight. But what a treat to see Kelley Wentworth in particular. Like, she's off to a great start. The promo for next week says that she's in a little bit of trouble with David, but usually the promos are really trying to do like a red herring to what's actually happening. So I'm not worried about her yet.
Can we talk about Joe's mustache?
Oh, we talked about that on the.
Why?
It's horrible. It's bad. It's a muscle. What do they call it? The
70s porn stash.
Yeah, it's got to go. Just stop.
Oh God, it's so tacky. What the hell?
I don't know what he's thinking. The man bun's got to go.
Joe. Yeah, he's got to go. I can't.
It's just got to go. The hair's got to go. Sorry. The mustache has got to go. It's just got to go.
And his team wants to target him early, or no, they want to target Aubry first. Mm-hmm. Why would they want to target Aubry first?
I don't know if everybody necessarily wants to target Aubry first. Like Eric is the one that's like really vocalizing that. But like Aubry has a history of not getting along with this character type of person. He's that like douchey, like alpha male who thinks that his way is the highway and like everybody has to listen to him. And of course he's threatened by somebody like Aubry because she's somebody that thinks for herself instead of just following what this like alpha male, like Andrew Savage type of character will play like.
Yeah.
So, but overall, like I thought that this is a really great premiere. It was interesting that it was only an hour long instead of an hour and a half, like it has been. I think the last time it was an hour was Heroes, Healers, and Hustlers. So it's been a little bit, but I think that they still did a really great job fleshing out all the characters. Of course they focused on the returnees a little bit too, but this was a pretty standard episode of Survivor from start to finish. And I'm glad to see that the twist isn't like interjecting itself like too much so far anyway. And like the returnees aren't taking up so much of the screen time that like we're not getting to know these other people.
I'm glad they didn't spend too much time in it, but I have to admit, Tyler, during tribal council, I was praying Wendy would go just to spite you. Because you picked Reem to go, and I was like, please be Wendy. Please.
Hey, I think Wendy had a really great episode tonight. We got a lot of character development from her already. I had no idea that she has Tourette's.
I didn't either, and it's not a big deal. But here's the thing: who would have thought being a good human being and teaching someone how to swim is puts a target on your back? Reem, I
guess when you do it in a crowd, it puts a target on your back.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he swims like I do. So
yeah.
like,
wait, really? Do you not know how to swim now?
Doggy paddle. What are you talking about?
I can't believe you could actually get on Survivor and not know how to swim.
Yeah, that really blows my mind. I mean,
you don't even have to have common damn sense to get on this show, really.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, one thing that really did impress me about Keith tonight is that he was able to take himself out of kind of the outsiders, like that group of three that was kind of conspiring with Jared, the subway guy. I'm sorry, Rick. But it was really intelligent for him, only at 19 years old, too, to think to himself, like, wait a minute, I don't want to be like in this group. So he went right back to the majority and spilled everything.
I was impressed with that.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
Yeah, but overall, like I think that both of the tribes are a little cliquey already. Like there's definitely like the cool kids and like the people that are on the outs. And I wonder if this is because like it is a season that has returnees. I'm thinking about like Survivor Philippines, where they had like the three returnees on like the three tribes, and they seem to kind of be the center of attention in terms of who decided like was in like the majority alliance and who was kind of on the outs. And I think that that's what we're seeing here as well.
Yes, I agree. And Haley in the chat said Chris and Julia didn't have any confessionals. She said, Chris, I'm fine with, but they better give Julia her due. There weren't a lot of confessionals tonight, and I think that's because it was, they had to condense it down to an hour.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of liked it in just an hour because it got to the point. They were on the boat. You have here the returnees. Let's kiss their ass for 2 seconds. And there's the little boats. So you got 2 minutes. There were no chickens. It just, and then you had Keith swimming with his. I will tell you one thing that I do know, even though I don't know how to swim. When you're in the water, you got to close your hands to get traction. You don't swim with your fingers open. Look at me. I'm probably saving someone's life right now.
Can we talk about the advantage?
It was what?
Can we talk about the advantage that was found?
Yes, Ron Clark found a secret advantage on the boat at the very beginning of the game. And I have to admit, I actually kind of like this guy after watching him on the show. But I've got what the advantages are. I actually wrote it down.
Oh, she wrote down the whole menu.
I did. I wrote down the menu. You can steal the reward if you're, which I want to say there was no reward challenge tonight. You can steal the reward from the other tribe if you lose. You can, I can't read my handwriting. Oh, you can extra, that says extra. Extra vote, or you can use it as individual immunity. I thought that was kind of neat. That's new. We've never seen that before, right?
Right, yeah. He has a choice of the 3. But what I really like about this is that there's an expiration date on it. I think that like the production is really trying to avoid like people really holding on to their advantages until like the last bit, and then somebody as great as Surrey Fields gets taken out of the game in a really unfortunate situation. So I like these expiration dates on the powers. And I will say, I think like, how do you not use this for anything else except for a hidden immunity idol? You know what I mean? Like the other two, like don't even like comparison to like keeping yourself safe for 1 round.
Well, it depends. I mean, what the advantage is. If you really need that advantage, it could help keep you safe a little bit longer by being selfless and using your advantage to help your tribe.
I guess we have to see like what kind of rewards are coming. I mean, like
the reward. If it's something really good and the tribe really needs it.
I think the only thing they really, really need is Flint. And before they even won it at this first challenge, they have Joey Amazing, who is humping the log, which I need a GIF of, by the way.
Oh my God, I saw that too. I saw that ass and those stripes. I was like, oh my God, look at that.
He was just thrusting back and forth.
Oh, yeah, and Tyler's having a ball with this.
To quote Tasha in Survivor Second Chances, all I could think about was Joe's body. I enjoyed the view, but I also I thought it was great that he was able to make fire, and of course like everybody's turning to him in terms of like what to do and stuff, and he really was the reason that they ended up winning that challenge today as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, Wentworth took a plank to the face.
Man, yeah. What'd you guys think about that?
I thought it was funny.
God damn! I thought she was about to like pass out.
I thought it was funny. Of course, I laugh.
Of course.
At inappropriate things.
I think that
I have Tourette's.
I think that this actually might end up being a good thing for her because it kind of like humanizes her a little bit in terms of like everybody else's perspective of her. You know, you think of like some like stronger people in Big Brother and Survivor, if they have like some kind of handicap, like Christmas, for example, like when she breaks her leg in Big Brother 19, she's not considered a huge physical threat anymore. You know, Kelley Wentworth really went on not only like a hidden immunity idol run, but also like winning like a few immunity challenges as well. And I think that they're going to be more prone to keep her around if they don't see her as like such a big physical threat.
Right. Who had the winners? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Deb.
We did not see anybody looking for idols.
Yeah, there was no idol. There was no reward.
Yeah.
Challenges. I mean, I guess the Flint. Someone said in the chat, the Flint.
We have a question in the chat, and I want you guys to answer before I give my answer. But who had a winner's quote this episode?
Reem. Don't be the first one voted out.
Who had a winner's quote?
Yeah. I have written down somebody who I think does.
Of course you do.
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't pay attention that close. Of course, I paid attention that close.
Yeah, so of course, like I love to like analyze the edit and everything. I actually wrote down that Eric and Wendy were the only two people with opening confessionals, which we usually get like 3 or 4. So that tells me that like those 2 characters are going to be ones that will have like a big role in the story, whether it's like a pre-merge like flame out or somebody that goes really deep into this game. But I thought that Victoria's quote where she says that at 8 years old, she asked Santa for a survivor buff and she got it. Like, this is like a dream come true. I thought that that was a really great and unique winner's quote. So I think that she's one to keep an eye on too.
Yeah. I didn't even think about winner's quotes when I was watching the show. I'm writing things down like Gavin eats fried pickles. That's what's going on in my notes.
Pickle, Allison?
Huh?
When's the last time you had a fried pickle?
I don't eat fucking fried pickles.
Fried pickles.
I eat, sometimes I'll get fried green tomatoes and put them in ranch. But that's a, you know, no. What's the most Southern thing I eat? I eat fried pickles. No, that's okay. Next, please. You know, why don't you show that? See this tattoo? This is the most Southern thing I've ever done, because us, you know, in the South, we love it when we see grown-ass men with those little frou-frou tattoos on their shoulder. You know, nothing says burly man. And don't come at me about tattoos. Shit. Next.
I'm also I'm looking at my notes here because I also took note of what each of the 4 returnees, like their first confessional once they got back to camp, were. But I'm writing that out. So talk about something else for just 1 second.
Let's see.
Talk about how David was taking charge, but he realizes that he can't continually take charge like that. You know, everybody's coming to David for what to do.
Yeah, he was like, you know, I don't mind helping, but I'm going to lay low. We had a confessional from Julie. She has issues with the outdoors. She pissed in Central Park once, but that's only because it was an emergency. I could relate to that.
Yeah, Julie didn't have a great premiere.
I peed in my pants before, and that was only because it was an emergency. So I can relate.
So the 4 returnees, I also like really wanted to kind of focus in on what was their first impression to us as the audience. Like, what is the first thing that they're saying to us once they get to camp? So you know, first we say like Kelley Wentworth, like she has this like great opening discussion about how she wants to be more personal. She wants to have like closer bonds with people because she's more of like a closed off person, and she thinks that she could have done better at that the last time. And then they immediately cut to her talking with Lauren, bonding over the fact that they both played soccer and everything like that. Yeah. So they're already showing that like Kelley is working towards that goal successfully. Then we show Aubry, and she's saying that she wants to lay low like a cobra, is what she says. So we get these famous Aubry metaphors that she's very well known for. She says that she wants to lay low in the grass, and then when it's time to pounce, she'll pounce. That kind of worries me because I feel like she played a really under the radar game in Game Changers, but she kind of waited too late to get her grips onto anything, and then she was just like a beta player the entire game. So I really hope that that's not the case for her this third time. Of course, Joe talks about like being a huge threat from day one, and he wants to avoid being that this season. But I don't think that that's possible at this point. Like, everybody knows how amazing Joey Amazing actually is. And Deb, like you said, David said that he came into this game already like the transformed guy that he was on day 38 or whatever that he made it to of Millennials versus Gen X. I also thought it was interesting on his part that he comes in with a beard already, even though like he came into a Millennials versus Gen X like clean shaven. And I feel like him having this beard already is kind of saying like, I'm already this like jungle man, like that I've been transformed into on my past season. So I'm really curious to see like where he goes with that. But it's good that he's highlighting that he can't like take charge the entire time, because that is how you become somebody like Joey Amazing.
That's true. And they he laid low at the tribal council. Like, David didn't really say anything during tribal council.
Mouth shut.
He kept his mouth shut, and that was very impressive. Unlike Kelley, who is getting in an argument with Reem, and Reem wants to scream age discrimination. Listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all about something real quick. You know, I'm a mother, okay? And I kind of understand her, you know, taking stuff and putting it on the beach and trying to be helpful. I didn't, and she dried everyone's shit. I didn't see it as she was just picking up stuff and throwing it on the beach. I mean, she was trying to help. And I think that is a piss poor excuse for voting someone off. And I also think she had a very valid point saying during the challenge, she didn't get hurt. Kelley got hurt. So,
yeah, but Kelley was also trying to go over that balance beam. Reem didn't try it once. So I
don't think her putting things on the beach was the only thing. The fact that they saw her trying to teach the kid how to swim, with Wendy, that kind of put the target on her first, and the fact that she was slightly annoying by moving everybody's stuff, that kind of compounded it.
Yeah,
so
and the fact that like Keith
Keith
like totally did her in too, like right after they were talking at the well. I mean, like how much more like evidence or reason to vote somebody off first too. You also have to think like everybody, Kelley and David included on that tribe, are all worried that they're going to be the first one out. So they're literally going to jump on the bandwagon for any kind of excuse. And Reem has already given people like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 a million reasons to be the first one out, on top of her age.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think it had anything to do with her age, to be honest with you.
I don't think it did either. I think she brought that up.
Yeah, I just think the slight annoyance of moving people's shit. You know, some people are a little territorial over their stuff, especially when you're on an island and you have very little stuff. So what is yours. And when someone goes and takes it and moves it, that could rub some people the wrong way. And then the little mini alliance thing going on. So, she put that all on herself.
Not only that, but like if somebody was moving my stuff on the island, I would be worried like what happens when I have a hidden immunity idol? You know, like I can't hide that in my clothes because this bitch is like touching it all the time.
Okay,
exactly. It's nothing sacred.
Yeah.
Listen,
it's not even it's my stuff, don't touch my stuff kind of bullshit.
Hey, Pokemon in the chat, stop stroking Tyler's ego.
Listen, Allison, maybe if you said as intelligent things as I do, maybe
I say very intelligible things.
Oh, yeah? I said intelligent, not intelligible.
Stop. I say big words, too, like that one we learned on the precast analysis. What was that?
I forget.
I don't even remember, but it was long.
It was ridiculous.
It's a big word.
And I do want to talk about our island fashion for 1 second, because I think Chris's underwear is probably my favorite guys Survivor underwear I've ever seen on Survivor.
I didn't know this.
It was like a dark blue with like white stripes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it looked good.
Take a screenshot?
No, but I will certainly find one because it's a good look. He really held his own. I do want to say this. He really held his own against Joe when they were both like climbing up that rope to ring the bell. Yeah. I think he actually rung it first before Joe.
Oh, yeah. Isn't this the guy that I was foaming at the mouth over the other night? And you were like, this guy's a douchebag.
I mean, his priest stuff was so douchey.
And now look at you. I love his pants.
No, it's not even his pants. It's his underwear.
Those little shorts. I'm looking at other things. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for immunity idols in the crotch. That's how I roll.
I really hope that Julie she bounces back a little bit. Like, she didn't really have a great first episode in terms of
Julie.
Like, yeah.
She talked about pissing in Central Park. What kind of?
Yeah, and they show her like chopping like the wood like all wrong, and like everybody looking at her.
You're a woodworker,
right?
You should know your way around wood.
Well, maybe she's playing stupid.
No, I don't think that was. I don't think that was stupid.
I think she's just like out of her element, but hopefully she'll come into her own. We also have to think like David Wright had the same exact first episode, except a lot worse, with no indication that he would grow wings and fly, metaphorically. So this could happen with Julie too. We'll see.
You never know.
Well, do we want to break down the episode at all, or what are we doing here?
I think we've talked about like most of my notes. Also, I had no idea Aurora is gay.
I know, I was shocked. I was like, what?
Yeah.
My radar's broke because I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
She was all about some joke. She's like, but I'm gay, so it's okay. And I'm like,
right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking at my notes right now. I think that's pretty much everything. You know, of course, like with like the first episode, like there's not too much to unpack here.
Let's talk about the edge of Extinction Island.
Dropping her off in the dark.
Yeah, with nothing, with absolutely nothing. And to me, that screams old school Survivor. They had nothing in the original.
Well, it looked like it was like the shell of a boat or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
I'm curious to see like when, like how much do you guys think that they're going to follow these people on this island? You know, like how often are they going to cut away from like the two tribes and show like what's going on Extinction Island? You know.
I hope they commit to it and don't just stop in the middle like they did Ghost Island.
Yeah. From my understanding, and I think I've read this online like a few places, but I think they're going to do one round at the merge and then one round around like final 4 or 5.
So do you think they're going to put all these people on the island together and let them hash it out?
Yeah, so they're not even going to hash it out. Like whoever is living on Extinction Island, whatever the fuck it's called, at the time of the competition, whoever is there, like those people will all compete for that one spot. Whoever wins that competition goes back into the game. That's my understanding of it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll probably be like an endurance competition where they're like holding on for dear life or something.
I hope Kelley Wentworth gets voted off.
Why?
Just so she'll be stuck with Reem.
No.
I need that in my life.
No, Kelley is too good for that to be her third survivor.
I need to see these two just go at each other. It was hilarious. I mean, it was just pow, pow, pow. Just one thing.
No.
I wonder how much they're going to show of the interactions on the island.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they really going to keep that separate? Or see, this is why I kind of wish we had as much episodes as like Survivor Australia with a season like this. You know, they could really flesh out like characters even on that island.
Right.
But here we are with Survivor US, and we're at the will of CBS.
So what do you think about the pairing, the kind of odd pairing of War Dog and David? I kind of like it.
I don't think it's going to last. You know, we saw like, I feel like War Dog, one of my notes tonight said that he likes to steer the ship a lot. You know, he's the one that after Keith comes back and says like, listen, like Reem's being crazy. War Dog's the one that volunteers to be like, you know what, I'll be the one to go talk to them and see what's really up. I nominate myself to do that. And then he does that. He immediately talks to David after, and he's like, you know, I think that we should all vote out Wendy instead. I think that that's what we should do. You know, he's really trying to be the leader of this group, this huge alliance, and he's really trying to call the shots for everybody, which is, you know, if you watch like basically any season of Survivor, you see the person that kind of makes the shots for everybody. Eventually there's going to be one person to be like, wait a minute, why are you deciding this for me? Like, why am I not in the driver's seat here? And then they're going to turn on him.
I have a question. Where are your wireless earbuds?
Me?
Yes.
I don't have that because it's connected to the mic.
Oh, I was just curious because you always have your little earbuds in. And
No, I have a more professional setup now.
Okay, are you going to try to be professional now? I mean, we've only been doing this a year. Thank you.
Thank you,
and
Next.
I'm sitting here with like, you know,
nothing. We're gonna fix that for you, Deb. Don't worry.
Yeah. Haley Vick says in the chat, Wentworth does need to cool it down a little, in my opinion. I don't think she needs to be the one making the moves just yet. They already see her as a big threat. I agree with this. I actually wasn't crazy about her tribal council performance tonight. I feel like she put a lot of spotlight onto her in almost like a like the popular girl kind of ganging up on like the outcast girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She already solidified with the majority of the tribe to vote Reem out. She should have just kept her mouth shut, knowing that she's not the target, and just, let Reem fight it out, and
Right. Like there's no point to when people are like decided on this already. It's the first vote, so there's not going to be anything too like hanky, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
There's no reason to kind of put your face as the one that's like fighting and like poking at this person that's already down. It's not a good look.
Who voted for Lauren? Anyone?
Oh, no.
That was such a random vote.
Let me check.
Like, Lauren.
That was strange. I'm like, what?
The fuck is she? Oh, I forgot about her till they said. I'm like, who's Lauren? Oh, Lauren. Okay.
Wendy voted for Lauren.
Okay.
And Reem voted for Kelley.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which that makes sense. I do also want to say that people are definitely already pointing out the fact that Lauren and Kelley are super close. That's probably not the best look either. Instead of picking like one person to be like super tight with, like Kelley just needs to be ingratiating herself with everybody.
Yes, exactly.
To me, Kelley Wentworth is sticking out as where Joe and Aubry and David are fading in, kind of
blending in
everyone and kind of just existing, and Kelley is just standing there as they're watching Reem, Wendy, and Keith swimming, going, okay, well, I guess we have the votes.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I think
yeah, I mean, she's the one to mention that.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think David is blending the best.
Yes.
I would agree with that.
Not a lot of Aubry though tonight. Not a lot of, there was more Joe in his striped shorts, and there's a lot of boxer briefs tonight.
Yeah,
and
a lot of Survivor bulges.
And from what I could tell, no one found an idol.
No one had an idol down under.
No crotch watch tonight.
I didn't see anything.
Crotch watch 2019.
Yeah, I'm always trying. I'm waiting for the day that I'm crotch watching and they've got it in their crotch in their boxer briefs and the necklace part is hanging out of their shorts.
That's happened on Survivor before.
Has it? Oh my God.
So on Survivor Gabon, CBX accidentally let this slide, but Marcus was wearing, and Marcus is like one of the super hot guys of the season, but he's wearing like boxers and his dick like comes out of like the little like pouch whole thing in the middle. And it's just like
never use.
And it's like bouncing, like his dick is like bouncing for like a few seconds, and CBS like didn't catch it because it's just like a herd of people like running like in the middle of like a immunity challenge.
I need to see this.
Yeah, Google it. You can find it. It's not that impressive.
That is so funny. I've always been concerned about, women running. Like we have to have support. Like we have to wear bras to support our ladies. And, we've got cartilage under there. If you run without a bra on, or you do, so you could rip your cartilage. They're hanging down to your belly button. They're swinging in the wind. I have a question. You guys are running around in your little boxer briefs with your little pouch and your dick and balls. And I'm just saying, it's just swinging and bouncing. And I'm not trying to be nasty or inappropriate, but it is going up and down and flailing around everywhere. Aren't you concerned?
So it really depends on like the type of underwear you're wearing. Boxers like wouldn't be my first choice if you're out on Survivor because of that reason. But if you're wearing like boxer briefs or just like straight up briefs, it's going to be supported. Like it's all just kind of like staying in its place, like sticking to you a little bit, but like without like the gross sweat. Well, yeah, probably gross sweat because you're out there on the hot island.
So it's not bouncing around when you're running.
No.
Okay. Because I'm thinking the wind can't blow on a pair of balls and a guy not curl up in the fetal position, and you're running around. I mean, the nuts are going. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. I'm having a moment.
No, it's okay.
This is probably shit I should just keep to myself. But this is what goes through the hamster wheel of my brain when I'm watching Survivor. All I can think is that guy's running around so much. He's going to have some special children someday because shit, that's a lot.
No, I mean, like I do a lot of running, and that's never been an issue, just as long as you wear like the right type of underwear.
Okay, that's because that's why they have jock straps, and there's no jock strap support. Okay, we're done. I can't get on
Tyler,
this.
just be careful how you run so you don't have special children.
Okay.
Now he's going to be thinking about that the next time he's running, and he's going to look down at his crotch, and he's going to think of me.
And plus, I don't think I really have to worry too much about children anyway.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Somebody in the chat mentions Wentworth brought up David's name in tribal. Bad idea. I agree with that too. There was no reason for Kelley to be like, well, why is it just my name? You know, why can't we talk about David's name as well? And I just thought that was kind of a weird off color. I understand like why she was saying it, but I probably would have just kept that thought to myself instead of vocalizing that.
I'm just gonna say it, and y'all can hate me all you want. I don't like Kelley Wentworth. I don't like her. I don't like how she carried herself in this episode. I don't like the way she acted like her shit didn't stink in the tribal council and throwing. Do you ever throw David's name out in my presence? Shit. No, that's unacceptable, ridiculous. And I think she's really going to ruin, what is this, her third chance? She's going to ruin it for herself. She's to calm down and roll it back a bit. I mean, seriously.
I still love Kelley Wentworth endlessly, but I agree with you that I am worried about her after tonight.
I'm canceled. I don't like her in this episode, Pokemon, okay? I did not like her in this episode. She rubbed me the wrong way. It just pissed me off. That's something that gets to me when these returnees, they come back and they have a certain air about them, and I just I don't like it. I don't like it. You know?
Also, I do want to happily report that Nate said that Reem was going to go pretty far, and he really liked her. So I just want to say, you know, and you know how Sandra says, like, the queen stays queen, the king stays king of Survivor.
Here's the thing. Before we know it, you've predicted the winner, and I'm never going to hear the end of it, ever, 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 ever.
Who did you predict?
Huh?
Who did you predict?
I predicted Victoria, Lauren, and Kelley.
The final, the win, yeah. And I predict David, Dan, War Dog, and Aubry. But my dark horse is Julia C. And your dark horse is Julie.
Julie, yeah. Deb, do you have any winner picks for us?
No clue. No clue. I really did not investigate. I was a little busy the last few days, so I really didn't have time to investigate the gas.
She was investigating other things, you know what I'm saying?
Do you have any thoughts on the winner after tonight? After seeing like the first episode?
No. Just hoping it's David, that's all.
Okay.
And she's a big David. I love David. Have any of our picks changed?
No.
Oh, they haven't. I just really I'm sticking firm. I think David will make it far enough. Dan and Aubry. Wouldn't it be something if David, Dan, and Aubry were in the final three? Do you know how much shit you will get from me if that happens? You better pray, Tyler, that doesn't happen.
What?
That my three make it in the top three.
Oh, I'm not worried. Your three won't make it to the top three.
Oh, she's going to be wearing a tiara if that happens.
I'm not worried at all. I mean, Dan the War Dog, come on. We don't have a Tony Vlachos 2.0 here. It's not happening.
Oh, you just don't know.
Especially after he was so aggressive on like the first episode here.
Okay.
Nah.
Well, all in all, I think this was a great episode. None of my picks have changed. Some of my opinions have changed. Keith impressed me, as young as he is, really getting in there and playing the game and kind of throwing Reem out there. I thought that was a really, really good.
And taking a huge target off himself.
Taking a target off himself, shifting the target.
I think that target's going to land back on him pretty soon now.
I was shocked. Wendy has Tourette's. Good for her. I think that is amazing because there are a lot of children who watch Survivor who have special needs, and there's some of them out there who are going to see this and they may have Tourette's or something, and then go, you know what, I can be on Survivor too. So I thought that was really cool. David and, like I said, David and War Dog kind of hanging out. Gavin eating fried pickles. Please eat yourself and go home. That's about it. And Ron found the hit. Well, was it? I guess we can't say
the advantage menu.
Yeah, he found the advantage menu. So I guess we can't say there weren't any idols found tonight, because that basically does count as an idol, or some kind of safety. So,
but I'm sure there's probably an idol out there somewhere, but nobody looked for it.
I'm willing to say that there is an idol on Extinction Island Majigga thingy.
Oh, for sure. Especially since they'll be coming back into the game. That would be so cool if they come back into the game, and then of course they get targeted the first tribal council they go to, and boom, they have an idol, and and that's that. But I mean,
for an idol is stupid.
But I mean, between a tribe that has both David Wright and Kelley Wentworth on it, I'm sure one of those two is going to find the idol for that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. They're saying in the chat, Wendy is getting the Christian and Gabby journey edit. She could be.
Agreed. I'm telling you guys, she's here to stay.
I didn't shit on her though. I never said anything bad about her. I just said, she seems like she's one of the one. I was like, yeah, that's got Girl Alliance written all over it. And I said that about Lauren, and she's already shifting towards what's her name? Wentworth, Wigglesworth, whatever.
Wentworth.
That's not
Wiggles, Wentworth.
I don't know. It's the same thing. If I say Wigglesworth, you know who I'm talking about. Shit.
Yeah, there's just 30 years of age difference or something like that.
I'll be 42 in a few days. I'm in the early stages of Alzheimer's. Just bear with me.
Bless her heart.
My heart. They even said that on the show tonight.
I know. What was funny was they said that, but just a few minutes before they said that, I was thinking oh, Reem, bless her heart. She's just trying to clean up. And then they're like, how Southern people say bless her heart? Bless her heart.
Yeah. Well, this Southern lady wasn't saying bless her heart. I was just kind of she's just picking up shit.
Allison, when's your birthday?
My birthday's Monday.
Okay. So we won't have another show before your birthday. So happy birthday, Allison.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What are you going to get for your birthday this Saturday?
This Saturday, I am going to the Big Brother 21 open casting call in Nashville, Tennessee at Bar Louie from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Make sure you're there early.
Yeah, we're leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning. So this is serious. I just want to say, some people are like, why even go to an open casting call? They had an open casting call here in Memphis 12 years ago, and that was the first call back I ever got. So I think it's very important if it's close to you to go. Even if you think it's a waste of time and you don't think you're making an impression, they want to see how you interact with a group full of strangers, and they probably will pull 5 or 6 of you at a time.
That's what they did with me this past year.
And see how you interact. So, I'm going to bring the A game. But after that, I'm going to go over to the Opry Mills Mall. I'm going to eat Johnny Rockets and get a Oreo Gigi's cupcake. And then Captain Obvious is going to buy me a present. And then we're going to come back to Memphis because it's only 3 hours away. And then Saturday, I'm going to Cheesecake Factory with my family. And I'm going to have the Oreo cheesecake because, as you can see, I have a thing for Oreos. And then Monday, I'm off work. Huh?
Have you ever had the pineapple cheesecake?
No. Listen. It's the tuxedo cheesecake. It's the s'mores cheesecake. It's the Godiva cheesecake. I know my cheesecake. Listen, I need to work there. I'd make some money. I'd make some good tips.
Allison, I think that this season is for Big Brother 21. I think the casting is probably going to be like, you know, we thought we were casting something great with like Sam, this like crazy Southern girl, but we didn't quite get what we wanted, and we really want to see this wish fulfilled. So I think that this season is going to be like yours for the taking.
I hope so, because I don't know how many auditions I have left in me. This has been an ongoing thing for me for a very long time, and I'm you know, you get discouraged, and I just kind of feel like I really need to immerse myself in this show, and I don't want to do anything that's going to take away from it anymore. So
no, you can do both.
Yeah,
never close out an opportunity.
I know, but I'm excited. I think it'll be fun, and you know, I'm just gonna be me. What do you want?
Yeah. One other programming note, Big Brother Canada starts in less than 2 weeks, so we will be covering that. We're not sure quite yet what day we'll cover it, but we should probably have an answer by next week's show. And we should be getting casting info very soon for Big Brother Canada also. So I'm very, very excited for that.
Yes, we'll have to do a precast analysis for the Big Brother Canada 7, you said?
Yeah, 7.
Oh my God, you guys are just so excited about this. It's going to be fun.
I'm so excited. I just got a text from my friend Tommy, who's watching our show. He said, I'm so excited for BB Can also. So we definitely have a crowd of people watching for that as well.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for tonight. I'm sorry that we're cutting it short. It was just a short episode tonight, and we've kind of hit everything that we could hit on tonight. Please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube. Please like the little Facebook page I've made on Facebook. And you can follow me on Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. And I'm on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. Please follow my cat, Finley, on Instagram. You know what, Tyler? Every time I look at you, because every time you do this number, what I say, you do this.
Wait, I'll be you, and you do my reaction, okay? Okay. All right, I'm Allison. If you want to follow my cat on Instagram, you follow at Finley Cat Instagram page, whatever the handle is.
Finley's Insty.
Finley's Insty. See, I even like check out when she's saying that.
It's like this.
So stupid.
Finley's Insty. FINLEYS_Insty INSTI. He's got 72 followers. It's a big deal. That's more than Tyler has.
Not true.
It's very true.
Fake news.
Fake news.
But speaking of, you can follow me at TLyons, TLYONZZ on Twitter and Instagram.
You know, if you want to get him some more followers, you need to start taking some more of those nudicle shots.
More of what?
What?
Nudicle shots. Like, you know.
A Finley?
Yeah.
Finley doesn't lay on his back very often with spread eagle. Well, hold on. It's not the summer yet. Yeah, that'll probably be coming in the summer when he's hot. And he's airing it out. He's airing that out as nudies. Okay. Deb, how can people find you?
I'm on Twitter at MyNextLifeDebbie, DEBI.
Okay. And we will definitely be back next Wednesday at 9/8 Central for episode 2 for Survivor Edge of Extinction. And I think we were talking about in the future maybe covering some stuff on Netflix. We were talking about covering Abducted in Plain Sight. Is anyone doing any homework on that, or am I the only one?
No, I had a busy day today.
Okay, I'm tired of hearing about how busy everyone is, because I know what you assholes are busy doing, okay? Watch the show.
Listen, the heart wants what the heart wants.
We're going to watch it, and then we're going to cover it, and we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Sometimes I just got to throw my weight around here. I got to.
All right, let's wrap this shit up.
I got to get to the point with these people. Thank you so much for watching My Weekly Meltdown on Hamilton.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you guys soon.
Okay. Yes.
Bye.
Have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
the hell are you two doing?